Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of I Think She's Pretty podcast. And today we're going to be talking about the big question. Families, babies, do you want them? Do you not want them? Are you moving too fast if you are having them in your 20s? Are you not moving fast enough if you're not having them in your 20s? We're here to talk about it all today. But before we get started, I realized that I didn't even properly introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. My name is AJ, and this is I Think She's Pretty podcast, and we are everything 20s over here. So, we're going to talk about everything from relationships to careers to families. We're going to talk about it all. Being in your early 20s or just being in your 20s period is such a milestone, and I just believe that more conversation should be held about it, and that's what we're here to do. I'm here to chit chat with you every single Monday, and if you can't wait, I totally understand. You can go ahead and go on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast and listen to the audio version. Now that we have all of that out of the way, we can go ahead and jump right into it. So, like I said, for today, we're going to be talking about family. As soon as you graduate, I feel that, the pressure of having a family or the pressure of, trying to figure out if you do want kids, if you don't want kids, it's all in your mind. It's all, brewing. And from personal experience, because I'm already internally, dealing with it or talking to myself about it, it really annoys me when other people come and talk to me about it. Or they just simply ask a question. They always ask that one question: when are you gonna have a family? Do you want kids? Etc. etc. And it's like, babe, I barely can get up in the morning. And for me personally, I'm just still trying to establish, who I am, my career, and who I want to be. And I am just not ready to have a little one looking up to me just yet. Now, I'm not saying forever, because being a mom has been something that I've always wanted to do, and I always have looked up to anyone that's a mom, because it is definitely not easy. So for today, we're just going to just lightly touch on a couple of things that I just wanted to just put out there, some of my thoughts. And one of those things is politely telling others to mind their business. I know that sounds really mean and harsh, but quite honestly, I dislike that question so much. I think that is so rude when people come up to you and, they ask you the same question just in a different form. Do you want a family? Do you plan on having babies? Just questions of that sort. And I really want to tell them, why does it matter? Why does it matter what I'm doing with my life and with my body? I just think that you should not ask someone that. I just don't, because you don't know the story as to why they don't have any children. That's really a big one. That's personally why I don't ask other women, about, children and families and things of that nature, because you just don't know what's going on health wise. You just don't know someone's position, or they're just like me, they just don't want them right now. But either way, the reason why they do not have kids or a family, that's nobody's business. And I'm just here to tell you, sis, you don't have to share that. If somebody asks you that question, you have every right to decline to answer, because it's no one's business as to why you don't have a family yet or why you do have a family. Let's flip the script really quick. I know a lot of older people have something to say when they see women in their early 20s or just getting right out of high school and marrying and having children. Once again, that's your prerogative. If that's what you feel like you want to do, if that's what you feel like is fulfilling you, if that is what gets you out the bed every morning, that is totally fine. And once again, if someone asks you that rude ass question, well, why do you have so many kids at your young age? Why do you want to settle down at your young age? It's none of your business. It's just none of your business. I just feel like we really live in a judgmental world. Everyone is in everyone's business, okay? Nobody has privacy anymore. It just really irks my soul when people ask that question. And another question that really irks my soul, oh my goodness, please stop asking women, are they pregnant? Okay, that happened to me like one time, thank God. But babe, no, it's called food. And for me, for the people that know me, they know that I have had a gut my whole life. Okay, Miss Mama's, she always been there. So I think it's funny now that I'm older when people comment on it. 20, 21, 22. I used to get so offended because, like I said, I would get that question like here and there. Are you pregnant? What are you due? And I'm like, baby, there's it's a food baby in there. Like there's nothing there. And I used to really get offended, and that's the thing. Like me personally, I never want to offend anyone, and I just think that asking a woman is she pregnant is it is offensive. Like I said, I have a gut. I just have a belly. And I'm not saying if you ever get this question, be rude to the individual that is asking you this, but I would just let it be known. Please do not ask me that again, and no. I just really wanted to press on some of the questions that I get or that you may get, because I know that as women, we are so tired of people telling us what we should and should not do with our bodies. It's already bad enough we had some random man trying to tell us what we can and cannot do with our bodies as women, and taking away that freedom of a decision for our health. And I'm just tired of it, quite honestly. You're not a woman, so stay out of a woman's body, stay in a man's place, and leave women alone. Even if someone is, well, I'm not gonna, we've moved on. I just really believe that us women, we need to take back the rights of our bodies, and we need to take back the right to not have to explain to other people our decisions when it comes to our bodies and us having families or not having families. It's simply your prerogative, and it's just simply no one else's business. Like, it's just no one else's business. I cannot emphasize that enough. What you do with yourself and with your body, that is up to you. And all that I ask is that you make sure that it is fulfilling to you what you are doing with your body, and that it brings you joy. Your body is your temple, and you only get one. So just always treat it with respect. Always water it. Drink your water. And just always have that protection over you. Don't ever be afraid to protect your body, because if you won't, who else will? The second thing I wanted to press on kind of ties in with the first thing that we just talked about, but I wanted to flip the script a little bit and go toward the people that did decide to start a family straight out of high school or just in their early 20s, whether you decided to get married, have babies, or just get married, or whatever your life path is. I think that that's another thing that we need to stop. We need to stop judging younger people for starting a family so young. I have seen so many nasty comments about, young TikTok couples that, obviously are brave enough to show us their life and, the real raw cuts of being young parents, living on your own, the whole thing. And I just think that instead of being rude and trying to tell somebody what the hell they should be doing with their life, why don't you just enjoy that these people are brave enough to even show us what they go through? If anything, I think that it is so sweet and so adorable when you are young and you can go ahead and start your family. I love that. And even if you're not with anyone, you just simply have a child or you have children, that's a beautiful thing too. That's still family. And I just feel that people are just so stuck in their own ways. They're stuck way back when and this and that, and it's like, look, listen. We in a whole different generation, okay? Like it or hate it, all that by the book stuff, that's kind of getting away from us now. I'm not saying that, it's bad if you want to wait to have a family. I'm not saying it's bad if you want to withhold yourself until marriage. I totally still believe in that. We're just in a generation where things are just a tad different, and people have all different walks of life. You have blended families, you just have so many different journeys, and I just feel that we just don't appreciate it enough. We're just so stuck on the negativity. Another thing that I see or that I hear, especially about younger couples getting married. And yes, I do understand that you can be a little young to get married, because getting married is such a big thing. It's not just a piece of paper, babe. It's commitment, it's loyalty. It's a lot, and it's not easy. It's so not easy. And so I understand when, I see comments like, your generation is just too young to be getting married. But at the same time, in this day and age, I am a believer. If you can find someone that fulfills you and that loves you and that you can see yourself growing with through the good, the bad, the ugly, please take that opportunity. If that man is willing to do anything and everything for you and y'all are only 20, take that opportunity. Girl. I do believe that so many women and men have missed out on beautiful relationships because people are in their ear talking about how young they are. You should not be trying to get tied down this young. And this and that. Me personally, I've had that said to me. Why are you trying to be tied down so young? And why don't you just date? And why this and why that? And it's like, I'm a big girl. I know what I want. I know what I don't want. And just how I know what I want, I know you know what you want. And comments and what other people have to say don't matter. You have to wake up and look at yourself in the mirror every single day. And if you're living for other people, you're never going to be fulfilled. You're never going to be happy. If starting a family is what you want, if getting married is what you want, this is your sign. Please go and do it. Do what you want, okay? We're here for a good time and not a long time. And I just believe that while we are here, do everything that you want to do. Even if it's a little crazy. Not too crazy. But do something. Do whatever you want that makes you feel good on the inside, because we just have so much madness and anger in us, and I just feel like we forget to be happy. We forget to be in the moment a lot of times, and we let people's stupid ass comments or just stupidity period get in the middle of what really makes us happy. There's no judgment this way. Whatever you decide to do, please do it. There's nothing wrong with getting married young. There's nothing wrong with having babies young. Let's rewind really quick. I want to talk about kids too, because I feel like it's a lot of nasty comments as well about young people having children. Once again, yes, you can be too young to have children. But babe, if you're in your early 20s and that is the path that you have went down or whatever, I see nothing wrong with it. I want to be a young mom. I'm not going to sit here and lie, okay? I don't want to be 60 still getting my kid ready for kindergarten. I want to be a young mom myself. And if I'm being transparent with you all, that was really the plan when I was in high school. I was like, oh, I'm going to have all my kids in my early 20s and I'm going to be married by 27. Like, I just had all these things. And now that I'm actually here, don't have any of it. So and whether you and mom are doing well, or whether you and dad are doing well, or whether you're not doing well, it's nobody's business. That baby was put in your life for a reason. Them kids was put in your life for a reason. Don't let anyone make you feel like you did something wrong because you're not with dad, because you're not with mom. I'm talking to both genders here. I'm here to tell you, you wake up every day, you get that baby ready, and you get you ready, and you go about your day, and everything is going to be fine. And last but surely not least, I just wanted to let you all know to have fun, okay? Whatever your situation is, whatever your walk of life is, whatever life looks like for you, just have fun with it, okay? I just remember having so much fun, whether I was with mom or dad. I just remember having fun when I was younger. A lot of this generation, whether it's the kids coming up now or whether it's my age group, I just feel like some of us were just forced to grow up so fast, and some of us didn't have a childhood. And I'm just blessed to say that I was able to have one. I was able to be a kid. And I just want to see these kids coming through to actually be able to be kids. They're already on social media, which is nothing wrong with that. But they're already, being forced to, act like adults and do adult things. And it's like, no, this is so wrong. And I just believe that a child should stay innocent for as long as they can, because this world is big and it's scary and it can be unfair sometimes, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Always make sure that your family or, your children, they always have a smile on their face, because I know for sure I used to tutor children and I could be having a bad day. And when I used to, go to my job and, be with those kids, it would just put a smile on my face. Don't let this world make you too serious. And I know that that's weird coming from me because I'm the most serious person ever. But just don't let this world make you so mean and bitter. Whatever you're going through, it'll be fine. I promise. Okay, we are all in this 20s boat together, and it's not easy. It's so not easy. We're in a space where we're learning lessons. We're learning about relationships. We're learning about family. We're learning about, career. We're learning everything about ourselves in this time. And when you start, throwing, husbands and boyfriends and kids in it, it can make it that much harder. But just always remember to step back, enjoy the moment, and just have fun. Just be grateful for where you are now. And just know that your blessing is coming. Just because it's not coming today, tomorrow, it's coming. And anyway, the best therapy is to smile. Fun fact, it actually takes more bones in your face to frown than it does to smile. I just thought I'd say that. I know today's episode is short, but I just wanted to just slightly just press on those because it has been something that I have been itching to get out, and I just wish people would just keep their comments to themselves. Leave people alone. Whatever people decide to do, that's what they want to do, and that is what they have done. Mind the business that pays you and drink your water. Thank you for chit-chatting with me today. I love talking to you guys and venting to you guys. And just another reminder, make sure that you're following the podcast on all streaming platforms. And remember, here on YouTube, to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? And make sure you turn on my notification bells so that you know when a new video has been uploaded. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye, girl.